Okay, here we are. Welcome back. Today, I thought we would sit down and paint a nice little rose together. It's going to be a nice little general rose. It's going to look fantastic. Something you're going to be able to show off to all your friends. So, let's get started. We're going to start with the center, of course. Just a little bun of a thing. I'm just going to put a few red colors on here. What I want to do is just start to build up some kind of concentric circles, but I don't want them to be all exactly circle, circle, circle. I want some to overlap the other ones and whatnot. And they can touch in here a little bit. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Until I get something about the size of a quarter like this, right? Really quick. Then I want to put on another one of these with some pretty thick paint. It's pretty heavy there. You can see it's pretty dense, and I'm going to mostly dry my brush off. And I want to pull this color out a little bit. I'm just going to pull it out, and you're going to see it. Basically, it's just going to get, there you go, lighter as we go out. There it is. And that is going to look like the end of a petal where it's kind of folded over when we're done. Okay, we're going to put another one here. I'm going to tuck it just in underneath this leaf, and I'm going to go, I think I'm going to take that with me. I think this one's going to be this whole way. And you see, I'm using this paint really thick here. Alright, again, I'm going to clean my brush up. I want clean water on my brush. And then I'm going to just pull that color out. Look, pull it right out of there. I'm going to tuck this one right up underneath. And here's the nice thing about this. You're going to pull this out, and you're going to find out it doesn't come out in a circle. However your brush is touching the paper, that's going to affect how the petal looks. And what we're going to find out is it really doesn't matter, because since roses aren't circular, really, since they don't have any real regularity to the outside of the leaves, we're going to be able to just basically do whatever we want to. Let me put this over here with that leaf, with that petal, and it's still, when we're done, it's still going to look just like a rose petal. Alright, look, I'm getting that right in there. Actually, I don't want that to be a regular shape here. It looks like it's getting a little too regular for me. A little watery. Just going to dab that off. We're going to go back over that anyways. And I'm going to keep going. I'm kind of mixing these two colors. I don't know exactly what color this rose is. I have no idea what you would call this. And again, it doesn't matter. We're doing this to have some fun, relaxation, enjoy making a really nice art piece, make something that we like. And so, here we go. So if it's not exactly the right color, if it's not exactly the right shape, nothing we're going to worry about. Look at that. It looks really nice. Let me just come in here and grab a little bit more of that and pull it out. There we go. That looks good. Maybe I'll add a little bit of this pink color in there. Put a little bit of that right in here. And here's our next petal. Comes right over there like that. Alright. Just right on around. And now you got to be able to start see what's happening here. Okay. These nice big petals are right out there. And what we left is light, as white in the center here, comes off as just a little bit of highlight. Really makes it nice. It's a really nice, easy way to paint a really good looking rose. It takes you almost no time. When you're done, you've got something that looks fantastic. Everybody enjoys it when they see it. And you can tell all your friends you did it yourself. Take pride in that. Alright, so I'm going to be just about done with this. Okay, it does look a little rough in here. That's fine. We're going to come back and take care of that. But while we've got a little bit of a dry edge, I can see a little bit of a dry edge over here. And while the rest of this is drying, we're going to come back and we're going to put on a little bit of a background. Now, when I do backgrounds, I like to designate one corner as a highlight and one corner as a low light. And I kind of gauge that by looking at the picture to see which would be best. I think I like it this way. I'm going to have the highlight coming from here, and this will be my low light. So I'm going to put in a little bit of brighter yellow up here. I also don't like to have a background that's all one color. I just want to mix a lot of different colors in my background. And so you'll see me dipping into a whole host of different colors on my palette. We're going to put them on the page, and I kid you not, when we're done with this background, it's going to look great. Okay, so that's a little darker. I'm not going to get into that quite yet. I'm going to turn this so I can get right along this edge. And of course, we're putting green right along the edge of this. I could put some yellow out here, and that's fine, but I'm going to put green right along the edge of this flower, the edge of this rose, because on the color wheel, green and red are opposites, and it's really going to make this red, this pink color that we're developed in this rose, it's going to make it just pop right off the page. You'll look at it when you do your own. You'll look at it and it'll look okay, it'll be nice, and when it's on the white background, and you'll go, well, okay, I don't know, I think that guy wasn't telling me the truth, I don't know if he knows what he's talking about. And then you're going to put this green around it, and the whole thing's just going to come right off the page. It's amazing how it happens, and it happens every time. The good thing is you don't have to do anything about it. You just have to know a little bit about the color wheel, that these colors are opposites, and that they really make each other pop right off the page. All the opposite colors do that. Blue and orange do that. Let's see, green and red do that. What else is? What are the other colors? The other opposites? I don't know that I even know. Purple and yellow do that. That's one of them. Okay. And right as I'm going in here, I have a really soft pink in here. I'm just going to kind of make up my own edge as I go through there, and you're going to see this is going to start to get a little darker and a little darker. I might have made that just a little too dark. Let's see. Alright, this should be my darkest area down here, but I don't want it super dark. Still want this one to be a little bit light. Alright, and we're going to go right through there. It's just a little dry, but if I go right back over it before it totally dries, it'll be fine. You'll never notice anything was wrong. Okay, I should pull that down. Actually, you know what? Let's pull that down a little bit further down here. I think that will allow us to put a bit of a stem on here, and a leaf maybe, or two down this way, but you get the idea. Alright, I'm going to lift out a little bit of color now. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'll do it like this. Let's see if that's going to come out. There it goes. Do that just about like this, and that way we'll know we've got that area set aside. Okay, now we've had enough time. Our flower here is mostly dry. I'm going to mix a little bit of this color. I want to get a little bit of orange in here just to lighten this up a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of dab it in here. Not too much, just a little. It's going to dry a little bit lighter, And you see, but I don't want those bright whites in there. Maybe one or two here and there. It's not bad, but not all of them. And then I want to go back and actually re-darken some of these. Whoa, I almost dropped my paintbrush right there. That would have been terrible. So, let's see how much I've got on there. Come back in here and re-darken this. Right, oh look, I touched it with my pinky. Right here, I'm going to re-darken this petal. And if I don't do it exactly the same as I did before, it's okay. Not a big deal. And I'm just going to take that right out to the edge. There we go. Alright. I'm going to do that on, now I know I've got one on this other side here too that's kind of slides right underneath there. Whoops. Got a little too much water on there that time. We're going to leave it. You'll see how it's going to incorporate into the whole painting. It won't be a big deal. That's the other thing I should say is this way, this style of painting a rose is really forgiving. If you paint too much here, not enough there, too much water here, too dry there, you think it's not quite right, here's what you do. You wait 2 minutes and you go back over it. Easy as that. It's not because we're pulling the paint out on the side. We're not building up huge thick layers of paint. We've got it nice and thin out here. If we need to go back and redo something, easy. We just go right back and do it on the next go around. Alright. So I know I've got one in here. Right here. I just want this to come out. Right out there. Look at that. That's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Right out to there. Get rid of some of this. We're just trying to get rid of some of this real brightness in there. We want it to be a little more muted, our flower. But we still want to show off our flower. Alright, that's going to come down. I think I'm going to change that and let that one come way down there on this outside edge here. There we go. And I'm just going to grab it. A little bit of water on my brush, just a little bit of water. Pull it out. And let it go. Sometimes you work it just a little bit. And it ends up looking really nice. Oh yeah, that's better. Look. Look how nice that's looking. Uh-oh, I can hear something. I don't know if you guys can hear it on film or not. Sounds like I've got a raccoon walking across the top of my garage. That's kind of funny. Alright, and I'm going to do, I think, one on this side right here. Get a little bit of color. I think right about here. We're probably close to done with... Ooh, maybe... There we go. Didn't have quite enough water on it right there. Just going to bring that right on down. And if you look at it and you don't like the center, you want a little bit more activity in the center, you can always take this, go right back. I've switched to a little smaller brush, something that gives us a little more control, and put a few lines in here in the same area, the same general direction. They don't have to be exactly right, and they don't have to be exactly straight as the petals you put in there before. And it will look like, as you do that, it will look just like the center of that rose is bound up real tight. Alright, here we go. Our flower's done. I don't know how long we are into this. We can't be too long, a few minutes. And we're about ready to put on a leaf. I am going to put one. Let's see. I'm going to get a little yellower than that. Oh, that's better. I can imagine my leaf lives right in here somewhere. Just about like that. Rose petal, or rose leaves on the stem are kind of easy. They're basically a big elongated triangle. Not much to them. I'm going to put one right about here. I guess I should have taken our edge out just a bit further. There we go. That might look like it goes up and out a little bit. Good, good, good. We're just going to put some color on here. We just want to differentiate it. And we always want to do things in, I'm going to kind of put a little of this on, like would happen right around the bottom of this rose. I don't like my stems to be green. I'm going to change here. Somehow, some way, I don't know how I picked that up. I never mind my leaves up here to be green, but the ones, my stem and leaves down here, I don't know, I don't like them to be the same color. I'm going to put this in. This is going to be a nice, kind of an aggressive, darker green leaf, and I don't quite have the right brush. Okay, I'll use this one. Just to get it down the side down here, I'll put a little bit here, and I want to put one more leaf on here. I want to put it over here somewhere. I'm running out of green paint here. Let's do this. Mix this with some of that. That's a much better color. And here's my other leaf right here. Good, good, good. A little shading. Darken this up just a little bit. I'm going to use a little of this darker right in through here, and then I'm going to go back. I know I've got some shadow on these leaves, so they've just dried enough that I can come back and put some on here. I'm just going to put the indication of the center of that right down there. That got a little thick. I can just tap it and bring that right off. There it is. A little bit of blue, a little bit of that blue-green up here. That's in the shadow. That's in the shadow. That's in the shadow. All down through there. And there it is. There's our rose. We did the whole thing. Took 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know how long it took, but not very long. You can draw the vein in this leaf when you're done. You can draw it in this leaf, which is a little wet for us for right now, but I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on how to make a rose. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you want. I'd love to see you back here again. Thank you.